Hello, beautiful people of the world of the Philippines. Mabuhay. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or whatever time you're listening to. So, welcome back to another episode of Just Going Insane. How are you guys? Are you guys going insane already? It is already the 14th of February, so happy Valentine's to you and happy late Valentine's if you're listening to this on another day or whenever you feel like it. So, again, I apologize for my background if you hear animals. It's so funny because every time I decide to film a podcast, everything starts acting up, right? Today's episode is giving up sometimes an option. Dun dun dun. Oh my god. I think so many times in my life I felt like I needed to give the F out. Like I need to give up, no? And then there were certain opportunities that come and go, especially first, please remember these points at the risk of your health, two, your education and your peace of mind. Those were the things that I needed to consider when I quote unquote gave up, right? So let's go back to defining things. Talking about giving up, what it means in the Oxford languages when I opened up Google search engine. To give up is one, cease making an effort, resigning oneself to failure. Two, allow oneself to be taken over by emotion. And sometimes when we bottle our feelings, it leads us to a breaking point when we are supposed to let out a certain emotion because it is a good stimulus to our minds that it is okay to feel. It is human to feel. Repeat it after me. It is human to feel. It is human to feel sad. It is human to feel angry. It is human to feel confused, happy, and whatever emotion you are feeling. It is okay to crash out. It is. And above all, is it okay to give up? Oh my god, I know. The rooster. I'm awake. Everyone's awake. It is 9:50 a.m. on February 14. And yeah. Why did I mention the time and day? I also don't know. So I actually let me plug my YouTube. It is JCSSC. So I also uploaded the video version of the podcast just in case you want to see because I actually edited my video last episode and I added like effects and shiz to make it funny. So like I'm not like a health guru. This is a bestie talking. This is a bestie calling. One instance in my life that I would say I gave up is when I transferred. And this is the topic that I really held back for a while. I really didn't publicize why I left my previous institution, why I didn't really talk about it publicly, because first of all, not everyone deserves to hear your explanation. Remember that. Second, to me, it was a sensitive topic because I was still like going through it, girl. At some point, I made peace with it and I gradually moved on. So, when I transferred schools, I didn't really feel like myself during that time, but I would say I made a very big decision in my life because I was there for almost 2 years. I was also dorming there, and I would say I left a mark in that school. And I didn't give up on my education. First of all, let's get that degree. Let's work our asses off because we're living in a third world country and education and our diploma is very, 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 very important. And I knew that I deserved better. The education, wow, education. Sorry. So I was really doing a lot. Like girl was working. She was an unpaid to me. This was just my experience. But overall, little background, that school was really the school that I picked. My mom didn't pick it for me, of course. I picked my own program or course in college, and then I made a decision to go there. I left the city and went to another city, but I had to cross a freaking bridge to get there. And that school really, I fell in love with that school. But here's the thing, I was doing responsibilities I shouldn't be taking on because I slowly felt like this was a requirement to feed the need to please everyone, to keep up an image, and it wasn't good. Firstly, no, it was no longer good for my health. Secondly, I didn't feel like what my mom was paying was worth it anymore. And then three, my peace was disrupted. See? Remember the 3 points I pointed out? Yeah. When we personify this place, I saw a lot of potential. I saw a lot of things I wanted to do there. I fell in love with the place. The sunsets were beautiful to look at. The people, some of the people there that I crossed paths with is really one of the people na marag, I would say it wasn't just my classmates. They weren't just my roommates. They were my family. And then this is getting hard to talk about even more. Am I really ready? It was hard to leave that school. But when you fall in love with potential, you fail to see the reality of what it truly is. And that will not suffice it. So that's how I really perceive that place, that school. And I remember I cried so much. I cried to my classmates, I cried to my friends, the people at the dorm, to my teachers, and they were all happy for me for making a decision like that. And the people who truly support you, they should be doing the same thing. They should support you. They should be happy for you because decisions like that really do dictate the future, dictate your future. And whatever like person has to say, your say, imuha, your say. If you're looking at the video, I'm pointing at the camera. Your say is the most important. And take it with a grain of salt when people say like, "Oh, you should weigh the pros and cons." If this feels like a good decision for you, then do that. Do what you think is right. Because at the end of the day, what is right to other people may not be right to you. So take it with a grain of salt and decide when you are not at the height of your emotions or you're not at the lowest point of your emotions, neutral. So honestly, it depends on how you perceive things and how high or low it is on your hierarchy of your needs and wants. So when you know yourself the most and you know that it's no longer serving you, there are so many things that happens to someone's life that letting go or leaving does heal you. Giving up does heal you. And I remember so many nights prayed to God to give me a stronger back, not a lighter load. And I remember also mentioning, if this isn't for me, take this thing out of my life. Really take it out completely. Just like that. And I hope you also take the time to do that in certain things of your life. When it's no longer serving you, when it's no longer giving you the same thing, the same satisfaction, then think about it, ponder on it. Don't just create decisions that are rash because one decision in your life will affect so much. It's a domino effect. So, to run it up, so giving up really never meant erasing everything from existence, but knowing when to let go, knowing when you deserve better, and when it is not serving you anymore. So, my question is there something you had to give up on? Wow, ang ganda. That was a very nice ending. So I'm sorry it took a while for me to post. I really put it off again. And sometimes I have these kinds of spur of the moment, you know, feeling that I want to talk, I want to yap. And I really place my phone in front of my face so my points will be here and I'll be able to read it. I am just so happy that it reached what 40 plays, the podcast. So a lot of people really took the time of their day to listen to me yap. Oh my god! Thank you so much, guys. It really means so much to me that you took the time out of your day to listen to me talk, even though that first episode was very unsystematic, honestly. But I hope that after you listen to this really redeemed the first episode, and I hope I will continuously not only tell my story, but allow yourself to feel like you can talk to yourself, and that's normal. Normalize talking to yourself, but no, to a certain extent, because we don't want to go just going insane, With jokes aside, I actually deactivated my social media for the time being, and it has given me so much peace. I put it on hiatus or on hold because first, it wasn't good for my health anymore, my mental health. Girly was spiraling almost every night. And secondly, it was distracting me from doing schoolworks and my work. And third, my peace of mind was constantly like disrupted. I would be aimlessly like scrolling on Instagram, and the moment I feel a certain way towards like social media, I have a thing that I go MIA. I think a lot of my friends know me that when I deactivate, it's like sometimes I'm just overstimulated and taking a break. So yeah, thank you so much for listening to my podcast and watching my podcast if you're on YouTube and you see my face yapping. Yeah. So follow me on my socials. It's at JCSSCLYN. Also on YouTube, I post my travel, my vlogs there, video, a digital diary on my life. And I would say that when I post, I feel like it's very meaningful. Meaningful. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. Bye.